Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. I hope this Sunday finds you well. We are here today to talk about Arena's serious style problem, because it genuinely is one of the most glaring issues that I have with Arena from a non-glitch and buggy perspective, right? So, to make sure we're all on the same page, some people watch me who don't play Arena, although I imagine the number of people in that category is steadily decreasing as more people bite the bullet and go, well, I want to play Magic, so I guess I'm just going to get on board with Arena. And let's be real, Arena doesn't cost you anything to play. Like, to try and be fair and do this, I know I'm here to talk about Arena style problem, but I want to be fair with the program as well, because yesterday we talked about all the glitches and problems that are going on with it, and today we're going to talk about the style issue. But I do want to say that Arena will allow you to play Magic for free. They will allow you to build out your collection without spending any money. Can you get access to everything? No. But can you play in things like literally free Magic drafts? Yes, you totally can. Can you play goofy little nonsense? Yes, you can. Will they give you free decks to play with? Yes, they will. There are other games out there, like, for example, Artifact, which tried to glom onto Magic's concept of being a valuable card game. And they just went, we're going to make it so that everything costs money and everything's worth money and blah, blah, blah. But the whole thing failed based on greed. And they are currently rebuilding Artifact and bringing it back out. I have a copy of Artifact, and I never played it back when it was super greedy. But now that they're switching over to a free playing model where you can earn cards for free. So you can win booster packs or earn cards for free without having to spend money. And where the money is supposed to come in is through cosmetics. And that's what we're here to discuss today, is the cosmetics. So the cosmetic issues with Magic the Gathering are, they're pretty jank. Let's be real. The styles are overall a failure with Magic the Gathering. Now, this is my perspective, obviously. Some people may differ, but it seems to me like styles are not some desperately sought after item. Now, there is an exception in a few cases. The stained glass Planeswalker styles were absolutely beautiful. I'm a huge fan of stained glass. So seeing those, I was like, okay, those are nice styles. And the storybook styles that they did for Throne of Eldraine were fantastic. Constellation styles, they also fit in. Now, the Constellation styles, in my opinion, aren't nearly as attractive as the stained glass styles or the other styles that they give us from Throne of Eldraine, but they're still a way better than the styles. So basically, as I said, I'm trying to encompass this for people who may not really fully understand what's going on with this. A style in Magic the Gathering is essentially a digital reskin where they give it a visually different appearance, right? So you would have your normal War of the Spark version of a Planeswalker, and then they had the stained glass style version, where if you've seen the stained glass Planeswalkers that have come out in the secret layers, those. So you could get them, and you only need to get one style, and it applies to every copy you have of that card, which I do like. It's not like if you want to play with 4 copies of a card, you have to have 4 copies of the style. And we can see that they're doing, again, this specialized kind of style with the Godzilla cards. Now, I'm going to put aside my distaste personally for the Godzilla cards existing in Magic the Gathering, and I am going to include the Godzilla skins as a good style of skin, if that makes sense. They don't particularly appeal to me, but not every styling choice they make has to appeal to me as a customer. What they need to do is make the styles feel like they're worthwhile. So the Godzilla ones are having that effect. I know that because I've seen people in my comment sections or in my live streams talking about how they like the Godzilla skins. So they'll get a pass. So as far as it stands, the stained glass walkers, the Constellation, the Constellation ones, the Throne of Eldraine styles, and the Godzilla styles all come together to fall under the umbrella of what I consider to be acceptable styles. Okay, you've done something different here. The majority of styles in Magic are what are known as parallax styles, and for me, these are a big fail. The equivalent of a parallax style is if I just went like this. If I just went like this, or if I reached out and went like, check it out, I'm a parallax style. Do you like that? This is premium now. You got to pay extra. Make sure you send me $10 through PayPal for this extra styling that I'm giving you. It's that sort of a setup. Now, the problem really boils down to how Wizards uses these styles so frequently as a value for us when they're really not. Like originally with the styles, they would toss them into events where you could play in an event for free, and after a number of wins, you would get a style. But Wizards stopped charging, stopped letting you play in those events for free and started charging for style events. So you play in this event, you spend thousands of gold, and you win a couple of meh styles in most cases. If they're the specialized styles, you know what I mean? Then it's a little bit different. But the problem goes further when you look at things like the daily deals and also the mastery pass. So the daily deal situation is one where Wizards came up with what on paper seems like a good concept. Why don't we have a setup where every day when people log in, they can go to the store and there will be a section where there are brand new deals every single day. And there is also the underhanded aspect of it where they go, well, by having daily deals every day, something changes in the store every day. And that lights up that little orange light that hovers above the store button, right? And there are some people who can't handle having that light lit up, right? It's just like a notification thing on Twitter or Facebook where they feel, oh, I got to click on this. I have to click on this to make it go away. So they go to the store every day, which is what Wizards wants. But the problem with the daily deals is it really felt like one deal maybe, and always on the left-hand side would be the only place that's worth looking. And sometimes they would have a reasonable deal there. Occasionally they would sell like a planeswalker where it's just like, oh, you can not the card, but the avatar, right? You can buy an avatar for way cheaper. And I mean, that's okay. But usually what happens in the store is across the board, every slot is occupied by a style. And on the left-hand side, you'll have a style where they're actually like, give us 50 gold or 10 gems for it, like they did with D-Spark or whatever. That was the only style that ever felt like it was worth it, because the way that they price these styles is so absurd. They want you to give them like 1,000 gems for a rare style, 1,200 gems for a mythic rare style, and it's basically like around 3,000 gems is basically like 20 bucks. So they want you to pay like 6 or 7 American dollars, basically. Or if you just want to round it down to $5, they want you to pay 5 American dollars to get basically just a wobbly version of the card. Like, pay us this premium for a wobbly version. So when you go to the daily deals, almost every slot doesn't feel like a deal. They'll be like, check it out, 25% off. This sleeve this style you normally have to pay 1,000 gems for is only 750 gems. So for me, the daily deals, the style specifically, are almost always what feels like an egregious ripoff. Although to be fair, to counterbalance this out, I do have to say the last couple of days of daily deals have been quite nice. Yesterday's daily deal was basically they would sell you a 2,000 gem entry pass token for 1,800 gems. You don't have to use it right away, use it whenever you want. And basically, they're just chopping 10% off. That actually feels like a deal. Not like a full tilt amazing deal, but actually a deal on something that people would want, an event entry, as opposed to here's another style steeply discounted. And today, actually, if you play Arena, make sure you log in today and go to the daily deals, because this is essentially the best daily deal they've ever done, where you can buy 500 gems for 400 gems. Somebody brought that up in the live stream today, and I was like, shut up. I thought they were trolling. So I logged in, and you can spend 400 gems to get 500 gems, or you can spend 2,000 gold, which is the equivalent. Basically, 1,000 gems equals 1,000 gold equals 200 gems in the Arena economy. So essentially, you're just getting 100 gems for free, as long as you can afford the original 2,000 gold or 400 gems. It's just free gems. So that's actually really nice. If Wizards continues with this kind of daily deals, those stand out. But the problem is the rest of it is all just styles. Styles are their filler garbage. Look at the Mastery Pass, for example. I already mentioned that in the video. The Mastery Pass has had a massive reduction in what you get in it. They reduced the payout by 1,000 gems, right? You get way fewer gems than you used to. And that would be one thing if the Mastery Pass felt like it was loaded down with value. But the Mastery Pass is crammed full of styles. Like, to such a large extent that you can't compare anything else. There are so many styles in the Mastery Pass that Wizards actually had to come up with an underhanded way to try and cloak how many styles they're giving you. Because when you buy a Mastery Pass, 50 rewards. Now remember, this is only an 80-day pass. 50 rewards that you get are style rewards. And yes, occasionally there is a day where you get 2 orbs, so you get 2 styles instead of 1. But just think about that. 50 out of the 80 rewards, or not 80 rewards, I shouldn't say that. 50 rewards out of your 80-day pass are all styles. They go, you get 25 styles, and you get 25 mastery orbs, which can be redeemed for styles. The mastery orb thing makes it sound like, oh, maybe I can spend them on other things or styles if I want. No, it's just styles, but they force you along a path. So it's slightly less arbitrary than the styles they give you as part of the Mastery Pass, but they load it down with 50 styles, and then they put up their advertisements. Now, I don't know if they did it with the newest Mastery Pass, but all the previous ones said over $200 in value. But that's them valuing each style at anywhere from like $5 to $10 a piece. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. If you remove the styles from it, how much value are they going to be able to say they're giving you at that point? You know, like really, and the styles are garbage. That's the real problem. If the styles were beautiful, I would go for that. I'm all for free games having attractive cosmetics that make it feel like they're worth paying for. I'm not someone who's like, oh, you're making a game, you should work for free for me. Like, the people who are like, the people who make Arena deserve no money, that's a little absurd. If you don't want to spend money, that's fine. But saying they deserve no money, effort goes into creating that platform and maintaining it. It costs money, and it does provide you value in terms of entertainment. So it's not reasonable to me for anybody to go, Wizard shouldn't get any money for Arena and digital cards. Now, clearly digital cards aren't worth what physical cards are, but to pretend like they have no value whatsoever is a little bit ridiculous to me. So if Wizards was to take the time to develop attractive, nice styles like they did with the War of the Spark styles, the Constellations, which really aren't for me, but overall still get a passing grade from me, then I would be far more on board with the way the Mastery Pass works and all of that. But as it stands, they use the styles as a crutch. And instead of going out of their way to make them attractive, they just use them as filler and pretend like they're giving us a deal. And that's why you see, like, even when you see the daily deals and you see the discounted styles, even when they're like 50% off, it doesn't feel like it's worth it. You just look at it and go, let me get this straight. I just want to make sure I understand this. You have one rare card where you're going to make the artwork go like this, right? And you want 1,000 gems for it. No, we only want 750 gems just for today. And it's like, so you want the cost of me entering an actual draft where I get 3 booster packs to play with in the draft. I'm guaranteed to get a booster pack and 50 gems at the end, bare minimum, plus I get the experience of playing in a full draft. You expect me to equate that value with one discounted wobbly rare? That's absurdity. Like, it's crazy to me. This is one of the biggest failings of Arena. When Arena's like fully functional and we can pull all the bugs and everything out of it and not talk about those, then one of the biggest glaring flaws is that Wizards has not found the way to make properly monetizable cosmetics that actually feel worthwhile. So that's my opinion. I'm interested to hear yours. Let me know in the comments below what you think about all of that, my friends. And I will see all of it. No, hold on. Can't forget to big shout out to my patrons and channel members. Thank you very much for supporting what I do here. And I will see all of you lovely people very soon.